But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Hello everybody, this is a big one. This is a big bombshell that just dropped today by mafumafu. This is about Uruha Rushia and the relationship that they both had a long time ago. They were both married, apparently. They were married in the 2021 and divorced in 2022, I believe. But we're gonna go into this, the full story, just getting all the sides. This is what mafumafu did on January 26th, 2024, which was today in the morning. His post says, regarding the article published by JoJo7. Now, this is also Kore, which was one of the people that was the cause of Rushia's downfall, because she shared information when she was frustrated, and she was on basically a be quiet and don't say anything from hololive. They told her to be quiet and not say anything, but she was frustrated with the fact that they were kind of making her stay quiet and making her seem like the one that was doing everything bad. So she let out some frustrations with Kore, and he is basically a Japanese Keemstar, so he let everything out. And of course he let everything out, and that led to her termination from hololive because she let out some DMs and other things that she should not have let out at all. And that's just one of the difficulties of this whole situation. I do think that this information needs to be heard and seen. It says, hello everyone, it's mafumafu. This is mafumafu's thing. I apologize for causing such a situation again. Allow me to touch on the headline that reported married and then divorced. Currently, he's filed a lawsuit against her. Firstly, just as the article said, I had a spouse before. I sincerely apologize for the fact that I was not able to publicly announce it and have ended up deceiving everyone. We started our relationship in the summer of 2021. She's talking about him and Uruha Rushia at this point. She calls her Achan during this whole thing, I believe. And we registered our marriage at the end of December of that year with Rushia again. Following that, we divorced in July 2022. I've never uttered a single word about this. One thing, of course, hololive does not prevent people from having relationships. Hololive does not stop people from getting boyfriends, girlfriends, married, anything like that. The ones who do are the unicorns, as they call them, because unicorns supposedly like virginal women, and the weirdos that are, the extremely parasocial weirdos that are on, that are pretty much the lifeblood of hololive and such. I've never uttered a single word about this, which may have caused Avalanche's statement to be revealed. This may cause various feelings of distress and shock to people, and I'm really sorry about that. Furthermore, to all related parties in this situation, I offer up my sincerest apologies as well. From this point forward, to avoid further lies, I've decided to tell the truth. By telling the truth, I might get sued. I might cause trouble to many people. People might never listen to my music again. Because again, he also had a large parasocial following where he even had wedding rings, where people were, getting wedding rings to get married to him and all that kind of stuff. So him and Rushia both had parasocial followings of the boyfriend, girlfriend experience type of thing, which caused people to not want them to be with anyone else because they got jealous. I'll be hated by everyone, be told we never want to see you again, and I might never be able to perform as mafumafu again. Even so, I don't want to lie anymore. I don't want my life to hurt anymore. I want my life hurting anymore. Basically, he doesn't want his life to hurt as much anymore. So I will speak on this. The contribution below is a collection of truth from the start till the end. It's quite long, so please only read if you like to know about the truth. I really had a serious feelings for my partner, hereby referred to as Achan, which is Rushia, Uruha Rushia. Around the spring of 2021, I talked about not being able to fall in love in a magazine interview. And I realized that I was unable to hold any romantic feelings for people, which is why I gave up on love and marriage. It was during that time that I met Asan, and they conveyed that they liked me even with all my flaws and faults. So this was Rushia saying that she liked him with all his flaws and faults, which is amazing. That's what you're supposed to have as a relationship. My views on love might have been different from the general perspective of romance, but I thought that it would have been really good if we could live together, supporting each other. I received a lot of opposition from my friends and acquaintances, but I ignored the negative remarks and decided to officially be in a relationship with her, followed by marriage. There was no confusion that this was how sincere my feelings were towards Asan. Next page. I've considered announcing my marriage many times. Of course, this is a complete 360 of what I said before about my thoughts of love and relationships. So it's true that I was afraid of speaking about this publicly, but even then, I would have preferred for this to come out from my own mouth than have it be revealed like this involuntarily. Basically, there was an article that came out on a magazine that revealed that he was married, and now he has to kind of do, damage control as he did during the Rushia situation to figure out what's going to happen. One incident that happened in the past made me think about speaking on everything as well. Due to all the misinformation and slander, I have tried countless times to find the best timing to announce the truth, but it didn't happen due to several circumstances. When I was withering away in such an environment, Asan was with me. At that time, when I would object to trivial matters, she would verbally attack me. Countless days where I would cry and apologize continued, which made me think in the end, everything is just my fault, and my days turned dark. So it was dark and as if I couldn't see. Back then, I was so blinded that I wasn't sure if it was normal or not in order to make Asan displeased. All of my behaviors were to ensure she would not be angry. I would be in front of the PC every day with Line and Discord opened and would reply to all messages immediately. In a day, we would have hundreds of messages exchanged between the both of us, but even then she would suspect that I was cheating on her. She would keep me online and Discord 24/7 and monitor my activities, and to prove that I wasn't cheating, I would keep going up on my phone even when I was sleeping. When I look back at it now, this seems unbelievable to me, but before, I would just accept and continue to do it. Even in the situation where I was told, you married her for the money. No, I don't think so. I would just continue to apologize without knowing much. I wasn't able to make judgments for myself. I didn't know what the best choice of actions were, and at that point, the only thing that saved me were the words given to by all my important friends. I came to the senses and realized that all the words and actions I've received from Asan was moral harassment. I decided that we couldn't be together like this anymore and started to consider filing for divorce. At the start, Asan expressed strong feelings toward this and stated, "I'll reflect on everything that's happened now. I don't want divorce." So we decided to not file for divorce and try to find ways to solve the issues so that we can improve our relationship. I originally bought a new home for us to move in together. I thought that if we were able to live together, I would be able to remove any anxious feelings she had about our relationship. However, because our relationship had complicated into such manners, we both put distance between ourselves, having Asan move into the new home while we lived in a rented apartment. Shortly after that, Asan would start posting cryptic messages that contained negative connotations about me on social media. Those messages would largely differ from the truth and prompted many criticisms from third parties against me. Through proxy of my lawyers, I repeatedly told her to stop making such statements, but yet situation didn't improve. In order to improve our relationship to calm mental health, this is going to continue for a while. Holy crap, this is long. We proposed Asan to at least disclose some facts about the situation to put an end to the unceasing slander. However, Asan's representatives unanimously opposed our request by stating that she's restarting her activities in a new form, so please refrain from announcing about your marital status and make no compromise with us about the situation. So during the time that she got, harassed about, having a boyfriend, etc., she was actually married. During the time that she got cut off from hololive, she was actually married. So this is tough. During the process, due to my health, I decided that I would go on a hiatus to Tokyo Dome. The decision to go on a hiatus was painful, one that caused a lot of trouble for people involved. Originally, I have hoped with the announcement of my hiatus, I could talk about the truth and this would help lessen the slander going around. However, from the request of Asan's side, we couldn't talk about the marital status, and in the way we ended in my hiatus is due to medical treatment reasons. I regretted not being able to tell the truth and felt disappointed in myself for being weak. During the divorce proceedings, Asan denied the discussion, citing poor health as a reason, and demanded money and other things. When discussions were stalled, it was revealed Asan was having an affair. These are all accusations, by the way. These are all accusations from one party. Until we hear about the other party, I can't say for a fact whether this is true or not. In the end, we settled our divorce at the end of July with no compensation settlement paid to each other. After our divorce, the new home Asan left from was littered with so many cardboard boxes and trash that there was literally nowhere to stand on. Again, accusations. We can't say one way or the other because these are all just accusations. The urn with ashes of the pet that Asan used to raise was also left behind with the trash. I brought the urn home, and even till now, it's resting in a high spot in my living room. I discovered Asan's betrayal after I had a conversation with a man, hereby referred to as B-san. I gained screenshots of the Discord and Line for more details and got to explain me via calls. In the screenshots, there were invitations to dates and exchanging gifts on Valentine's Day. On the day we registered our marriage on December 25th and on December 26th, she flaked on our plans for Christmas together and invited him to hang out with her during the end of the year. And even when we were settling our divorce in the middle of July, she would text me to say she wanted to get back together with me while inviting B-san to a room share with her. I still freshly remember that I told her in bed for a long time, that I laid in bed for a long time. B-san said, has apologized countless times, and it seems that he was a victim in the situation as well. He didn't know about it, so we settled things amicably. Even until now, I am still good friends with B-san. But that was not all. During our divorce settlement, A-san and other parties has harassed me on social media and anonymous posting forums. There were a lot of posts saying I was a perpetrator of domestic violence and I cheated countless times with multiple women, but of course these were all lies and not true at all. During my hiatus as well, I was harassed repeatedly and I couldn't tell the truth. I passed each day to information and slander spread about me. To even fight back a little, so that I could get all these misinformation and slander reduced as much as possible, I filed an information disclosure request at the anonymous posting forums. The result of that request is recognized that slander and misinformation was spread was illegal, and the request was approved. The article said most of the posts were written by Asan. There were a lot of hurtful comments, but one of the most cruel was that mafumafu killed Asan's cat by slamming a door on it. That is mean. If it's true, it's mean. That cat that Asan raised was blind in both eyes when I met Asan, so she was very friendly to me. I have 2 cats myself and raised them with great care. There's no way that would hurt any animal, so I have no idea how she was able to think about that, let alone even put it into words. I have been doing my activities for more than 10 years, so misinformation and slander has been a part of everyday life. I think that I would have normally not cared about it. However, Asan was the type of person who was against slander and would speak out against it. To have a person like her registering for a paid membership on an anonymous posting forum to hurt people made me feel I couldn't ignore it. If this goes to trial, people can listen in and everyone would be able to get the truth. If I talked about the truth online without any context, there would be errors on my end, but bringing this to court, this would result in a lawful verdict. Due to that, knowing that everything will come to light, I decided to bring this to court. Currently, we are still suing Asan for slander and civil trial is ongoing. Last summer, I had a discussion with the police and they recorded a statement for 8 hours, a statement document made when police are investigating into a case. Asan was also called in and was confirmed that she was sent charges last year. I believe the prosecution is thinking of how to proceed here currently. This might be an excuse, but I thought that if this case went forward, everything will come to light and I wanted to talk about it truth then. Finally, I believe the trial will go on and we'll come back to this in the future again. There will be a lot of things that I couldn't fit in here, but I've only ever wrote things that I've clear evidence of. I don't think I've clarified enough, but this being something that I've kept in my heart for so long, I'm so glad I'm able to talk to you about it now. Like what I've written above, I might be subjected to statements that are not true or abusive language from Asan. However, if we fight it without a legal place, there will be a conclusion to this, so please ignore those slander and rumors until then. Of course, the court of law tends to do something about it. No matter what happened, this doesn't change the fact that mafumafu lied to the people who supported him. However, if it doesn't change that I was at fault, and I will live with that fact for the rest of my life, I am really sorry. At the end, this might be really childish to me, but I really hope that this statement published, I hope that diminish the hateful content about me. So yes, like I've said, I've always said people receiving hate and stuff like that for things that they've done is not necessarily the best way to go about stuff. Honestly, it just isn't. Thank you very much for reading this until now. Mafumafu. So, there are a lot of strong accusations here. Strong accusations of emotional abuse, emotional manipulation, cheating, or at least emotional cheating, if not actual physical cheating. There's a lot to unpack here. There is a heck of a lot to unpack here. This is all between mafumafu, this person here, mafumafu, and Rushia. They were married during the time that she was in hololive. They aren't married anymore. They got divorced, according to his side, because of emotional abuse and manipulation. Like I said, until the court case goes through, until we're 100% sure of all of the facts, we cannot assume. We have to just assume this is one side of the story. I'm not victim shaming. I'm not victim blaming. I'm not lessening his victimhood if it's true. But this is all accusations made out there. And this was all during a time when Rushia was playing, and both of them were playing the boyfriend-girlfriend experience to their viewers. And they messed up. I'm surprised that she was able to keep that going for as many years as she was without it ever coming to light. That means she did a really good job with that. It will draw a lot of people away from her. It will draw a lot of eyes on her current one, which is Mikeneko. And she is definitely going to be clapping back on this, most likely. The issue with Rushia and Mikeneko is that she has already been emotionally unstable in the past. She's not good with dealing with these type of situations. So it could very well be that she will have an outburst at some point in time. It could very well be that the issue that's going to happen is that whether this is true or not, whether it's just a vindictive ex saying these things or it's actually true, she's probably going to lose some friends. She's probably going to lose some people around her. Some people aren't going to care because it was between them, both of them. I'm kind of on the whole thing, let them handle it. It's not right to be emotionally abused, mentally abused, whatever kind of abuse is going on. I don't condone it. It's not right. I'm glad that he got away from it. If the abuse is true, if all of those things are true, and it comes out in a court of law that it is true, which is the final verdict, then yes, I'm very happy he got away from it. And it is a shame that she is that way. She's always been menhera. She's always been that type of individual. So kind of the writing was on the wall before, but like I'm saying, I'm not trying to victim blame. It may sound like I am. I'm not trying to victim blame, but you should definitely get away from that as soon as you can. If any of you are experiencing the exact same thing, you should definitely get away from it. It is not right, whether it be from a man or a woman. It is not right. You should be safe in your relationships. You should be safe in your home. You should be safe in your life and in your belongings and all that kind of stuff. So that should never happen. Once again, this is all accusations made in a public forum, which people have done in the past to other people, not talking about Rushia or anything, to drop them down a peg or to get revenge or to get, because of the fact that they are getting knocked down, they want them to go down with them. Now, we don't know that this is the case until it is found one way or the other. If it is found that she was abusive, well then goddamn, man, that's a really big shame. That should never happen. I have a zero tolerance on emotional abuse and physical abuse. Zero tolerance on that. So that is really unfortunate for him, because no one should ever experience that type of stuff. I'm rambling a bit, but Japanese courts are very interesting in the way that they do their stuff. Japanese courts are very strong in the way they do their stuff. They're very private also, so we may not know until the courts are done. I think he may have hurt his case, because I know a lot of lawyers over here, because my older brother went through the kind of same thing. They tell you, be quiet, don't say anything on social media, don't respond in any kind in social media, do not let any of this stuff out, let the court deal with it, because courts sometimes, when you leave it out, especially if there are gag orders or anything like that, you'll lose your case. Just based on that, you'll lose your case. This is very damning evidence against Uruha Rushia from mafumafu, her ex-husband. And we will see how all of this goes out. Once again, I ask of you as well to hold your judgment until everything is done. Until the whole court case is done, because that's where everything should go, in the court case. Not in the court of public opinion, not doing it this way. This way was not the best way to do it, but I guess he felt desperate as well. I don't like airing dirty laundry on social media. I don't approve of that either. So I don't think this is right in and of itself. This is the Mad Salvi. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Take a look down at my socials down below in the description. Also take a look at any of the things that are popping up on your screen. These are things that have been chosen for you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.